Okay, so I just watched the latest episode of Invincible, and there's a lot to unpack, which I suppose I might do in a series of videos over the next few weeks, since we won't be getting any new Invincible episodes until next year. But whilst I was watching the latest episode, a thought came into my mind that I wanted to get out, and this is the best way I could put it, so let's go. You've seen the title of this video, and are probably surprised, but hear me out first. This video will spell out why I think Omni-Man becoming a peaceful hippie king over the season wouldn't be such a bad idea, so let's get into it. But you should know that I haven't read the comics, nor do I plan on ever doing so, but still enough, I hope you enjoyed the video, and for additional context, we'll be calling Omni-Man Nolan for the effect I'm trying to get out. So in the latest episode, the long-lost question of where and how Nolan has been is finally answered, and it's safe to say that he's doing pretty well. I mean, he's the emperor of the planet of Thraxan, he's got a new wife and even had a baby with her, so it's safe to say that on the surface, he is living the life. Introspectively though, his mental state is in its worst it's probably been in his whole career, which is undoubtedly deserved, but I think it's nice to see him going through the pain. Even though it's not as much, at least he gets to suffer the consequences of his actions on Earth. His mental state during his newfound life on this planet drove him to actually ponder about his actions and even show some sign of regret over them. So much so that he actually arranges for Mark to come over to his planet and help protect them against the onslaught of vilturmites that are after him and his newborn bug son. And after seeing the partial genocide of the bug planet and all the events that do happen, it's very visible that Nolan has grown soft. The amount of compassion that he displays throughout the episode is on a level that we have never seen before from a character like him. He shows genuine care and compassion for the people as if they were his own, even though he's only been there for a very small period of time. Don't get me wrong though, he still has that killer edge, and you can see that from the way he easily handles the 3 vilturmites that come to attack Thraxan. And throughout this fight, you can see that he isn't just fighting for himself, he's fighting for the people of the planet whom he's so desperately trying to protect, and especially his newborn son and wife, because he's not trying to see them get murked. He's not doing this because he wants to conquer the planet or anything, or even plunging them into colonization, but he's doing this to protect the people that are relatively weaker as compared to him, people who aren't even the same subspecies as him. This is genuinely the first time he feels these emotions, and it's evident in the way it confuses and enrages him. But I think he gets accustomed to them as he continues to battle with his former comrades and ultimately comes up on top, until his plot's armor gets finished and he's taken by surprise and then eventually gets captured. A graceful exit to a wonderfully crafted villain. And I don't know if we'll see him again because, like I said before, I haven't read the comics, but I feel like it would be a very unpopular move for them to actually kill him so soon into the new season. But let's get into the talking points I had when I was watching this episode. And that was how Nolan was portrayed as a man for the first time ever. That is, a man who had turned over a new leaf because of his time on this planet and some reflections of his past. And it got me thinking of how a character arc where Nolan undergoes a transformation into becoming a full-time, compassionate, fatherly pacifist figure would be some interstellar character development, like beyond the stars. Because how many times have you seen a villain so masterfully crafted that his diabolical ruthlessness is able to take the whole world by storm in just basically 2 years, turn around and become such a wonderful character? We usually don't see that. And now for him to reach a point where he sees an error in his ways, so much so that he's about to do a complete 180 from his default viltrumite persona into a middle-aged suburban dad, would be an arc comparable to Zuko from The Last Airbender, if it's executed properly. And I'm saying this because you could have the best idea in the world, however, if the execution is poor, then you essentially have garbage on your hands but in your mind. And you can bet that I would be there to document it. But again, I feel like if he is allowed to progress into a more thoughtful person through attachments from the relationship that he builds with other people, it could open him up, and Mark could possibly even show him how to maintain and sustain these relationships. Because Mark is a viltrumite who has basically gone through the same process on Earth and would have some insights on it. So this is what I think should be the next progression step for Nolan, because we've seen him at his darkest, and I don't think it could get any worse. I mean, if it could, that would be crazy, but to keep it on the safer side, I feel like a transition into some type of family man will do his character justice. This doesn't mean that he needs to go back to Earth to try and ask for forgiveness or to try and continue with Mark and everyone there. I think that time has passed and it would be a terrible idea. because what he did wouldn't just disappear just because he's sorry, but what it could offer him is some much needed peace of mind and peace for his mental state to return back to normal on a new planet in a galaxy far, far away. And that's the video. If you enjoyed it, you can leave a like and let me know in the comments your thoughts on how Omni-Man being a peaceful, fun-loving hippie would work out. Also, don't forget to subscribe for more awesome content and click over here if you want to watch a video on Amber becoming a beloved character, or over here to see Adventure Time, Minecraft, collab. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys next time. Tune out.